You know how they say, the best memories of a journey are not the ones that you plan ahead, but the ones that happens accidentally, right? Yeah, that's exactly what happened during my last motorcycle trip in Bulgaria. Our plan was very simple. Rent our motorcycle in Sofia and ride across the country to Romania. It was supposed to be straight north, 500 kilometers to this legendary Transfăgărășan Highway, to this road that is famously known as the best driving road in the world. And it was the title given by Top Gear in BBC. But instead, we ended up about 200 kilometers to the west of Sofia, to this mind-blowing location, so stunning that even Elon Musk tweeted about and claimed out of this world. And let me tell you, he wasn't exaggerating. It was indeed out of this world. But before we get into that, let's rewind a bit and see how this unexpected adventure unfolded in first place. Today, our first day at Sofia, we woke up quite early with full of excitements for the day ahead. Finally, we'd be starting our journey, the long-awaited motorcycle trip. Of the day. I could skip like lunch, dinner or whatever, but I need to have breakfast. That's very important. That's very crucial. You can see like now how much I'm gonna eat, for sure.
I really don't care.
But our motorcycle rental wouldn't open until 10 o'clock and we had some time to kill. So we decided to have a quick breakfast and take some drone footages of the city.
त्यो BMW एउटा मेरो लागि के रे बुक गरेको बाइकको चाहिँ क्लच बिग्रेछ अरे सो लेट्स सी कुन बाइक अब उठाइन्छ ब्रोको चाहिँ BMW नै हुन्छ मेरो चाहिँ कुन हुन्छ आई हैव नो आइडिया
Around 9:30 we got the call that our motorcycle were ready. But unfortunately, the motorcycle we chose for Saurabh had some issues. And it seems like we need to replace that with some other bike. हाम्रो प्लान चाहिँ 10 बजे भित्र हाम्रो बाइक रेन्टल त्यहाँबाट बाइक पिकअप गर्ने भन्ने कुरा थियो तर हल्का पानी पर्यो त्यसपछि हल्का ब्रेकफास्ट खाँदाखेरि पनि टाइम ढिलै भयो अनि बल्ल हामी निस्किँदैछौँ 10 बजे धेरै दिनपछि म बाइक चलाउँदैछु मोटरसाइकल भेरी एक्साइटेड है
हेलो इज इट ओके इफ आई फिल्म
Once we reached to the given address, finding the exact spot was a bit tricky. It was in the middle of residential area. Yes, we are in front of 21.
21?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm coming just a second.
Okay, thank you very much.
Daniel, nice to meet you guys.
Saurabh, good to see you.
The bracket or the basket of the gearbox.
Yes,
Go.
already. So what are the options we have now?
You're swapping to the max.
And yeah, he said like you can take any bike like from there.
I prefer to do 20.
Daniel from Bull Trips came to pick us and he has basically prepared everything we require from motorcycle, riding gears to all the paperwork.
Whatever size.
We needed to leave as soon as possible, but our intercom, that setup took much longer than expected. We wanted to record our conversation while riding, but after hours of fiddling around, we still couldn't make it work. And yeah, the rain outside wasn't helping either.
यो फिक्स गर्न प्रब्ली 2 घण्टा जति लाग्यो होला इन्टरकम अनि गोप्रो त्यसपछि अल द वायर्स एभ्रिथिङ तीनटा माइक्रोफोन छ टोटल ब्रोले हेल्प नगरेको भए 4-5 घण्टा नि लाग्न सक्थ्यो सो थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच माई फ्रेन्ड
And Daniel was also trying his best to support us through, and I was quite happy with that. And I asked him if there is anything that we could do for him or their rental shop. And to be honest, I was quite surprised with his response.
For me, in my mind, in the long-term situation, it's I don't know. It's just it's not for the whole region.
Yeah, exactly.
country,
Yeah.
You will see the nature here is pretty nice.
Pretty nice, yeah.
The food is amazing. You can tell. Yeah, historical sites. You see some amazing history here. Ruins, artifacts, things that pretty much no one knows unless you Google it direct around something. But in general, definitely show the beauty of the region.
Ball भयो नि bro है? Nice.
After hours of fiddling around, we were ready by 2:30 p.m. and we finally left Sofia behind. But by that time, we were already 3 hours behind the planned schedule. As we started riding, the rain also stopped and we're kind of starting to enjoy this ride finally. And this refreshing air from the north was great. We had a very long ride, about 6 hours to Pitești, Romania, where we had booked a hotel for the night. But as the hours passed by, we realized that it would be impossible to reach there before midnight. And at that time, the border between Romania and Bulgaria wasn't open. And we had to go through this security control. And we didn't know if the border would be open after midnight. Then we took a short break to think about our plan. Then sort of had an idea. What if we change our plan and go to that place instead that Daniel has previously mentioned? Earlier today, Daniel had recommended us a fortress to the west of Bulgaria that even Elon Musk tweeted about. At that time, we were quite in a rush and didn't have much time to give thought about it. After we checked out this place quickly online, and we both were like, we need to check this place out. So it was just 2 hours ride from there, so we changed our plan and headed towards the west instead. We then continue our ride along the Balkan mountains, and with each turn and twist, our excitement were building up, and I can finally say that we had truly started to enjoy this thrill of the ride. After a while, we stopped at this roadside restaurant. The staff there didn't speak any English, and the communication was very tricky. Their lamb soup, it was perfect for that weather.
Bro, कस्तो लाग्यो?
दामी छ।
Okay, nice. यो हामी जान लागेको चाहिँ यस्तो कर्भी रोड छ है गाइस, हेर्नुस् है, म्यापमा देखिरहेछ नि, यस्तो यस्तो पुरै पिक कर्भ रहेछ।
You drop something. के खस्यो ब्याग?
नि त यार कस्तो पाउँछु कहाँबाट पाउँछु ए रेनकोटको ओके रेनकोट पिक गर्न जानु पऱ्यो है त रेनकोट खसेछ है एकचोटि गएर पिक गर्नुपर्ने भयो गएर पिक गरेर आउँछु रेनकोट यसको गाइस खसेछ हो गएर राम्रोसँग राख्नुपर्छ ओके
Shortly after, we crossed the Balkan range and we entered to these vast plains of the northern Bulgaria. The road were much smoother than I have expected, but these villages on the roadside, they were very vibrant, and I was kind of vibing it. And I loved the fact that kids were waving to us as we passed. I was truly into the ride, and then suddenly I remembered we have no place for tonight, so we had to pull over and book a hotel in Vidin. Vidin, it's a small town near the border between Romania, Bulgaria and Serbia.
The phone off भयो surprisingly. अब मेरो फोन त अफ छ मैले ब्रोलाई नै फलो गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ सो हामी चाहिँ लेट्स होप सनसेट भन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ त्यो एउटा ढुङ्गाहरू भएको एउटा राम्रो एलन मस्कले ट्विट गरेको ठाउँ छ त्यहाँ एकछिन हेरेर चाहिँ होटल जाने प्लान छ आई डोन्ट नो कति के हुन्छ बाटोमा गएपछि थाहा हुन्छ हैन ब्रो ओके लेट्स गो ए कन्फर्म गर्नु पर्यो नि ब्रो फेरि
And I was supposed to book the hotel in Bulgaria. But in a rush, I accidentally booked the hotel entirely in a different country, in Romania. That was a big mistake. But still, at that time I was thinking the hotel was in Bulgaria, not in Romania. And Saurabh, he also doesn't have any clue about it. Ignorance is bliss, right? Well, at that moment I was just enjoying the ride, just thinking about the fortress. And the only concern I had was that if we would make up to the fortress on time before the sunset. When the sun was just about to set, we saw it, that massive dramatic rocks of Belogradchik, and with that our hope to get there before the sunset was getting much stronger. And just before the sunset, we arrived to this beautiful town of Belogradchik. And the fortress that Elon Musk tweeted about, it was just in front of us. Once we reached there, we rushed to the port, but unfortunately, it was closed, and we were too late to get inside.
बन्द भइसक्यो रहेछ तर उ त्यो उहाँले मलाई एकछिन 5 मिनेटको लागि यहाँ यसो आउन दिनुभयो
I was a bit sad that I couldn't get inside. And I thought, well, nobody's going to stop my drone from getting inside.
ओके
Please check it on the map.
We don't know where we are तर having fun. This was not planned at all guys. हिजो राति हामीलाई थाहा पनि थिएन हामी यहाँ आउँछौँ भनेर.
After I enjoyed this fortress from distance, the night fell, and I realized that how hungry and tired I was after a long day.
Nice. हामी चाहिँ त्यही लोकेसन त्यो अघिको ढुङ्गाहरू छ नि त्यही लोकेसन नजिकै नै छ एक्ज्याक्टली त्यहीँनिर छ यहाँबाट हेरेर हल्का देखिरहेको छ
So before heading forward, we decided to take a break and have dinner at this cozy restaurant nearby the fortress. As we were very tired, we spent about an hour there.
यो कुर्किटको साउन्ड पनि आउँदैन नि अरू ठाउँमा यस्तो कुर्किट सुनिँदैन नि यो त सुनिँदैन नि कुर्किट के गर्दै हाम्रो चाहिँ अब त्यही फोर्ट्रेसकै अघिको फोर्ट्रेसकै छेउमा चाहिँ हामी यहाँ अलिकति खानासाना खायौँ अनि यहीँ बस्यौँ अराउन्ड 9 कति बज्यो 9:30 भयो होला होइन ब्रो 9:30 जति भयो
And once we were finally ready to leave, we were very shocked that our hotel for tonight is in Romania, not in Bulgaria.
थ्याङ्क यू
We were very upset as we didn't have any idea about the border condition at that time, like how long it will take to cross the border and if it's gonna open after the midnight.
रोमानियामा बुक गर्दैछ गाइस
But we didn't have any other choice but to continue forward as it would be very difficult to find a hotel at that time. After 10 o'clock, we started riding north in the pitch dark. At that time, I found a very interesting thing about Bulgaria, that after 10 o'clock, there is nobody on the road, town or the villages nearby. Everything was dead silent. The only thing that was there was us, the road, and the darkness. After 1.5 hours of intense riding, we reached to the border. We waited like 20 minutes only to realize that motorcycle didn't need it to be on the queue. 15 minutes past midnight, we finally reached into Romania. And at that time, I was only thinking about getting to hotel and get that much needed sleep. But once we reached to the given address for the hotel, I was shocked that there was nothing. No hotel, no home, and nobody to ask with, just an open field.
border cross गरे जस्तो त छ लास्ट कहाँ ल्याएको छ होटल हो कि होइन भन्ने ठाउँमा पायो है होटल हो कि होइन we don't know.
We tried to call the given number, but there was no response, and again we were left on the roadside. Not knowing where to go after midnight, in a completely new country.
ए खसेको खस्यो बाइक